Well, as I said, there's been some breaking news out of Victorian politics late this afternoon. The Liberal MP Sam Groth, who was in the shadow cabinet, had a variety of portfolios, has decided to quit the shadow cabinet. And you'd have to say that this now does probably mean that there will be a leadership challenge to John Pesutto. Sam Groth said he couldn't in all conscience stay on the front bench. Joining us now, Victoria's Shadow Police Minister Brad Battin. Brad, thanks for joining us. This has come as a surprise to most people. Are you surprised that this has happened today?
Oh, look, I was a bit surprised, and I was speaking to Sam today. I've spoken to him yesterday as well, and I get along with Sam very, very well. He's a great guy. He's come into Parliament full of passion. He's committed. He knows that he's one day got a future in this party, and I know his decision is based on his beliefs and his values of what he said today, which around the fact of he doesn't have some confidence in what's happening right at the moment, and that's a decision he's made by himself. But as I said, he's still part of our team. He's still a very important part of our team, and I know I'll be working with him in the future.
Are you going to quit the front bench for the similar reasons?
No. So at the moment, as I said, I've got a program and a plan that I'm trying to operate. And Steve, one of the ones I came on tonight, I'm the most passionate person when it comes to crime here in Victoria about trying to solve some of our crime issues. I've been given the honour of serving as the Shadow Minister for Police and Corrections, and I've got a lot of work to do. And today, before I spoke to you today, Steve, I've been on my emails. You'd imagine we're getting a lot around, obviously, one issue, but I'm getting a lot in my area around Berwick, in the Chase estate. We've had like 9 or 10 cars stolen overnight. We've got a car being stolen every 23 seconds here in Victoria. It's taking up a lot of my time and a lot of my attention. So at the moment, no, that's not my intention. My intention is to focus on what I need to, which I was elected for, and that's focusing on getting a good opposition, making sure we're ready for government in the future, particularly around crime.
Well, I always appreciate you stumping up. You're never one to walk away from a pre-arranged interview. I want to get on to machetes and teenage crime in a sec. And I just need to ask you, does Sam's resignation mean it's inevitable now that there'll be a challenge to your leader, John Pesutto?
Yeah, first of all, thank you for appreciating the fact that I came on, because it's probably one night that I'd consider you go, well, this is going to be a tougher interview than normal, Steve. But I do respect you, and I think it's fair that I do come on. Does it mean there's going to be a challenge in the very near future? I don't say it necessarily means there's going to be a challenge in the near future, but it does mean we have to have a discussion within the party. We need to start talking about building, uniting, and making sure we can put forward a formidable future going forward, and having a team that is built on trust, a team that is built on confidence, and a team that is built on the policies that we've already started to put together. Some will have their views on what's been happening publicly and in the media at the moment. When I work with John, everything I've worked on John with criminal justice reform, I've always appreciated working with him, and I'll continue to do that. We have a team that, if I was putting it pound for pound, I would weigh us up against Labor every day of the week with the skills we bring in. We've got teachers, we've got police officers, we've got retail workers, we've got, you name it, business owners, finance background. We've got an amazing team. We've just got to find the right array to ensure that we're there and ready to go for the 2026, so people have faith that we can lead and deliver good governance in Victoria that's honest for our state.
Given how bad the Allen government is, a lot of Victorians watching us tonight would be saying, for God's sake, can the Liberals not get their own act together? Why would we vote for them if they can't themselves run their own operation without all this sort of carry-on?
I would say to Victorians, and particularly those watching your show, in your team, you've got an amazing array of people. As I said, myself with a police and small business background, Jess Wilson, who's got a background in finance. We've got even some in our backbench or in our middle bench with our parliamentary secretaries, with Wayne Farnham, who's got a building background. We've got so many people who bring an array of skills. Michael O'Brien's a former attorney, has come into Parliament, is now the Shadow Attorney General. When we all get down to work and we start talking about policy, we come up with better policy that's in the best interest of Victoria as a team. Yes, at the moment, it looks like it's a mess outside, but I'll tell you, I was speaking to Michael O'Brien just last night, about the issue at the Youth Justice Centre, and a former prisoner, inmate of that place, coming back and threatening staff with a gun. That's what we're focused on. Externally, sometimes it doesn't always look like that. And I know the issues of today, but we've got to work through this and ensure that we can build a strong team that unites, and make sure post-Christmas that people can have faith that we're ready, not just for Paran, but ready to take on the election of 2026.